Okay. So I wonder if anybody will be with me now because, yes, this is the life that it's just spontaneous. And I want to talk why it is so important to live authentically and why we are afraid to do so. So my name is Magdalena Vario. I'm transformational women coach, and I help consciously minded successful women who still look for external validation live authentically, own their power, and remove the mask society has put on them so that they can create the life on their own terms. And I specialize in helping women put themselves first, build a loving relationship with themselves and healthy relationship with the others, and to connect to their inner voice so that they can step into their personal power in a way that has them saying no with zero guilt, find self-love that has them kicking toxic people to the curb, and stand up for what they want at home, at work, and in life. And today is, of course, this topic that is close to my heart, so close to my heart all the time, and closer. And yeah, I want to share with you why it is so important to live authentically, to live in alignment with the values that are important for us, and why we are actually so afraid to do so. So, why we are afraid? Maybe I will start with this. Yeah. Since actually childhood, we are conditioned what to think, how to look, how to behave, yes. Of course, at the beginning of our life, at the very beginning, when we are small kids, we don't have all these complexes, yeah. We are all equal, we feel good, we have this flow in expressing ourselves, but then comes the conditioning, yes. Then comes this tribal consciousness and this huge pressure that is being put on us to behave in a very certain way, yes. And if you don't fit in, of course, you might be perceived as an outcast, you might be perceived as a weirdo, and you might be just kicked out of the community. And of course, on one hand, this tribal consciousness comes from cave times. It has been with us, thousands or even million years. And of course, this is not the need anymore, yeah, because we don't live in caves. And if you want to leave one particular community and join the other, so if you are alive, if somebody is live, give me #live hello. So if you want to leave one community and join the other, as I said, it will not cost you life, but this is so imprinted in our DNA. This is in our blood, yes, and we are therefore so afraid. And of course, this tribal consciousness, it comes from scarcity mind, that there is not enough. Yes, and of course there is not enough of jobs, there is not enough money, there is not enough good partners, yeah, there is not enough opportunities, yeah. So therefore, now many of us are so much attached to these situations, which sometimes are not healthy for us, yeah. And what I mean by this. Maybe you are working in the company, in corporation, that you know that this corporation has completely different values that you have, yeah. And you know that your soul is not fed, and you know that you are not realizing your potential there, but still you are there because you believe that if I leave this company, which is kind of golden cage, offering me a lot of benefits, maybe I am not able to find anything better, because it stems from this idea that there is not enough of everything, yes, which in reality, of course, is the opposite. There is more than enough, but our reality actually reflects what we think deep on this DNA level. Yeah, another example that I could give you, and this is even from my environment, some of my acquaintance, yeah, she's with the husband several years, and she likes him as a person, as a friend, but she doesn't love him. When she was getting married, again, there was some pressure, family pressure, and this is also a huge pressure, yes, because he was and he is a good man, yes, having decent job, honest, loving her. And she was thinking, and there was a pressure of family. Yes, yeah. Women should be wives, all this narration, yeah. And she got married because she was thinking, she didn't know, yeah. And she was thinking, she was 20 something. Maybe I can figure it out. Maybe this love will appear. But unless you live in some culture that people get married because of family arrangement and this is normal, and then maybe then this love really comes, when you are living in a Western society and when you are getting married to a person you don't love, yesterday there was a Valentine's Day, probably this love will never appear, yes? And if you are energetically different from the very beginning, and if you are growing differently, for example, yes, you are growing, you are developing spiritually, and your partner does not, so this gap will be bigger and bigger. And I know many women, yes, and some of them are or were my clients that yes, they got married to somebody who was actually promoted by the family, so to say, yeah? Or good man, just make a try. But with love, probably it doesn't function like that, yeah. So this is another situation that we don't live authentically because either we are afraid. She still is with my acquaintance with this partner, and she said, she told me openly, I am afraid to be alone. Yes, I like my partner as a friend, and of course, yeah, there is no love, and I know I wish I loved him, but I can't. And there are many situations that we got stuck because of fear. Fear very often keeps us stuck in these situations, yeah. Or sometimes we are just, we want to keep the status quo and we don't want to go, for example, with the battle with, oh my gosh, I must change the place. We don't want to go to the battle with our family members, yeah, because for thousands reasons, yeah. We just don't want to make a decision which wouldn't be accepted by the others. And I know that it's especially difficult when these other people are close people to us, and it can be especially parents, it can be our close friends, yeah, it can be siblings. It's very difficult, yes, because this pressure is very often so strong. And we have still, as I said, tribal consciousness. This is the concept from the caveman time, yeah. We don't have this physical need to belong because usually we can manage on our own, but we still, as people, we still have this idea or this need to belong. And well, this is good. This is good generally to find your tribe of like-minded people. But what happens when you are in the tribe that is completely not yours? In order to survive, in order to belong, you must express the opinions that are accepted by this tribe, yeah. And if it goes against your values, you are actually selling yourself. You are in this prostitute archetype, yes, which is a very unpleasant feeling, because we are selling then our values, we are selling ourselves, we are selling our souls, yeah. And don't think that it has no consequences, because of course it does have consequences, and it will. And the longer we are suppressing some part of ourselves, the longer we are suppressing these parts that are really offending, and they want to express themselves, the longer we do it, the bigger there will be the consequences, yeah. Because okay, you have always the choices. You can live all your life pretending that it's your life and you are happy, and you put this happy mask, and you will tell everybody that I am the happy person, but you know deep when you look in the mirror in the evening that it's not true. Or you know that the word, the source, the God, whoever, their destiny will catch you sooner or later. And what do I mean by that? It can be some illness, because of course if we are suppressing some part of ourselves, very often Greg Braden was talking about it a lot, yeah. There are some oh my gosh, I forgot the tumors, yeah. I forgot the word almost. There are some tumors being created in our body, or you know, all these depressions, frustrations, and all these, you know, chronic stress and chronic frustration will lead always to such kind of unpleasant consequences. And so it is not like that you will not have to pay the price for your inauthentic life, yeah. The smallest price is that, yeah, you will just be wearing the mask all the time, and at your deathbed you will regret that you didn't live your true life, and you lived the life that was expected from you, yes. And yeah, and the other cases, as I said, it can be illness, it can be sometimes it is like that you know, you think that everything is good. You try to believe in this, but you know deep in your soul, because we do know, you know, if you listen to your soul, if you listen to your inner voice, you exactly know in which aspects of your life you are lying to yourself. And I don't need to tell you. You are here your best person to consult. So you know, yeah. And you know, often there comes such a moment, breakdown before breakthrough, we can call it, yeah. But there comes such moment that you are not able to tolerate this masquerade anymore. Let's call it like that, because this is a masquerade, and you know that you are punishing yourself with all these lies, yeah. And there comes the moment that you don't want to do this, yeah. And what happens in such moments? You know, people leave corporation from day to day. Even they had gorgeous contract and a lot these packages, beautiful packages with benefits, but they are fucking fed up, yeah. They leave their partners from day to day, and then the people from outside, they say, oh, it was such a wonderful marriage. It was this facade, it was this masks about which all the time I'm talking, yeah. But under the facade, everything started to rotten, and it kept rotting for many years. But of course, the people were wearing the mask and they pretended that everything is good, yeah, because they didn't want to lose their face. But I want to ask you the question, when you are actually losing the face? You will lose the face when you will break the image that some people, or the vision that some other person had about your life and about you, or you will break the face if you keep playing this game of being inauthentic, if you keep playing this game, yeah? If you keep wearing this fancy, stuff, if you do things that are actually against you. Because I think that this is the moment that you are losing face. And you know it. And you know it deeply in your heart, yeah? Because at the weekend, either you are opening the bottle of wine, or you are looking in the mirror in the evening and you are sad. You are very sad deeply. But I understand you, and I know that you might be afraid. You may be afraid, because we are afraid of showing our authentic side. And we are afraid of our power. Yes, we are afraid of our power. Sometimes we want to keep the status quo because it's kind of safe. Maybe when I show my power, I will stand out. Maybe when I show my power, I will gain a lot of visibility, and you have this fear of visibility. Maybe when I gain my power, I will reach to far more people, yes? And I will be criticized, and I'm so fucking afraid of being criticized. But I will also tell you why we are afraid of showing our... Hello, Tomasz. Why we are so afraid to show our true face, authentic face. Because this power is so overwhelming, can be. It seems so overwhelming, yeah? And our ego is the human concept, yeah? Our ego always, the task of your ego will be to keep the status quo, no matter what, yeah? And of course, when you want to grow, when you want to develop, this is a change. And our ego, remember, our egos are horribly, horribly afraid of changes. But ego is, as I said, a human concept. And of course, we are thinking about our identity. We are thinking about that our identity is this a number of experiences that we have collected through our life. It's number of our experiences, our histories, our beliefs. Identity is powerful. But our authentic self, our true authentic self, is much more than our identity. And our identity, when we think about chakras, our identity is like the first 3 chakras, yeah? I mean the root, yeah, the sacral and the solar plexus. This is our identity. But when you step into your authentic power, you are becoming invincible. You are becoming unstoppable. Because you are operating from this, you tap into this spiritual power. You get these downloads, you get this intuitive something, yeah? And here we have another 4 chakras. Starting here, the heart chakra, the throat chakra, very important. If you connect to your truth, you start really sharing this truth, and you stop censoring yourself, yeah? You stop saying all this wishy-washy stuff that will be liked by everybody, because you don't give a shit that you want to get to everybody and be liked. You want to get to your people, to your like-minded people who have similar values, who share the similar values as you. So this is heart chakra, this is throat chakra. This is, of course, our chakra, like third eye chakra. And this is this intuition. This is this little voices Hello, Miriam. Hello. These are these little voices that we get, it seems to us, hello, it seems to us that this is something that we should, well, maybe the word should is not my most favorite, but we have this nudge from the universe. We have this nudge from our fairy tales, whatever you believe, angels, archangels, yeah. And I will make the life about intuition in my group, Awesome Authentic Women. Coming soon, I will tell you exactly when, but I think the intuition is such a huge topic, yeah? And it's so good to follow it because, the voice of ego, some people ask, but how should I know whether this is the voice of ego, the mind, or it's my intuition? I will tell you, your intuition, your soul voice, it's a little whisper, and it's sometimes 1, 2, 3 words, yeah, and it's some kind of sensation in your body, but you have this deep inner knowing. This is yes or no, you know it. But the voice of mind, mind or ego, this is a trickster. This is a lot of words, blah, 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 and a lot of conflicting pieces of advice and a lot of conflicting beliefs. And then if you keep listening only to your mind, at the end of the day, you actually don't know what to do at all. And you start to ask for advice all the people around. And what is the effect? You are getting more and more conflicting pieces of advice. So you are completely lost, yeah. And of course, I know that intuition is, in order to listen to your voice, this inner guidance, we must be observant. We must be mindful. We must give space for this voice to appear, yes? Because otherwise, if you are hustling all the time, you're in the rush, you will just suppress this voice, yeah? So again, coming back to authenticity. Authentic life is so important. Authenticity is so important. I'm asking now you this question, yeah? Ask yourself this question. Answer this question. Give yourself some time. How authentic I am. From 1 to 10. It's a simple scale, but yeah, it's some kind of, point that you can measure. From 1 to 10, generally, how authentic I am. 10, or maybe 2, or maybe 5, yes? And if it's not 10, ask yourself the other question. In which situations, yeah, in which maybe areas of my life, I still let my ego to win, yeah? I still let other people maybe to put pressure on me. I still allow other people to decide for me. In which situations I am giving my power away. I am giving my power away to outside external circumstances, to the other people, yeah? I think these are really good questions to sit with and to ponder over. Because, at the end of the day, okay, I believe in reincarnation and I believe in the soul journey, and probably we are here on this earth so many years, and so many times, I'm sorry. But, this life is the only one life that you have at the moment. And people so often undermine the power of one day, the power of each day. Because they think, okay, I don't pay special attention now. Now it's the time, especially, now in this global situation like COVID, like pandemia, all these, yeah, on all this situation, we very often give this power away. But we have the pandemic situation for 1 year. Maybe we'll still need to struggle with some of this restriction a couple of years more. Maybe there will be another virus. And what I want to say, if all the time you keep postponing living your authentic life because of something, I will tell you there will always be something that will be disturbing to you. So this is your choice. This is your conscious choice. to say, yes, I'm going now to live authentically. And what does it mean for you? Answer this question. What does it mean for you? And what you can do now to improve this level of authenticity, yes, to check your energy leaks and to check your where you are not integral with yourself, yes, where are some issues that or some things that can be improved. So this is basically what I wanted to tell you today. If you are not in my Awesome Authentic Women group, of course, I invite you cordially. That's a group for women, yes. Awesome Authentic Women True Power with Mindset, Manifestation and Action. And today I will have the live there at 2 p.m. It will be about love because yesterday we had Valentine's Day. And I was having some observations and thoughts why it is so difficult for us to show this love to ourselves. Yeah. And of course, back, I'm slowly finishing, yeah, but it was my reminder. I have a lot of gorgeous reminders. Probably I forgot to switch it off for this time. So anyway, I wish you a gorgeous day. I wish you, of course, authentic life. And if you want, if you are interested in does resonate with you and if you want more content, of course, I'm inviting you to my group, Awesome Authentic Women, when there is much more happening than on my profile. So have a great day and thank you for being with me. And you can also share in the comments where you are in this journey to authentic life. Thank you.